Who created God? Now that's a question usually raised by atheists or non-believers from the understanding that if everything has an explanation or a reason for its existence, or if the universe itself was created by God, then who created that God? Now, underlying that question is the assumption that God is a created being. But that is what we call a category mistake. Now, what do I mean by that? For example, if I were to ask you, what is the color of time? That doesn't make sense, right? There is no attribute or category called color for time. That is what philosophers call a category mistake. Now, God is an uncreated being by definition. So, when you're saying who created God, what you're essentially asking is who created the uncreated being? You see the absurdity of the question. It's like a policeman telling someone, I know you are not the thief, but why did you steal it? That doesn't make sense, right? But then you would say to me, hang on, you're very conveniently defining God that he is the uncreated being, but how can you say that? But that's not a convenient way of defining God. That's who God is. Let me explain. Think of, say, a book. Now that book was put together by someone. There is a cause behind it. And that cause has a cause behind it. Or a pen, for example, you could say the same way. Or even human beings. Like I wouldn't be here if my parents never met. So everything in the world that we see has a cause. And that cause has a cause. Now if you keep going back, the universe itself began at a certain point in time. Today, virtually every scientist believes that the universe itself had a beginning. And not only the universe had a beginning, but as Stephen Hawking says, time itself had a beginning. And even the famed scientist Alexander Valenkin says this, with the proof now in place, cosmologists can no longer hide behind the possibility of a past eternal universe. There is no escape. They have to face the problem of a cosmic beginning. Now there you go. The universe itself had a beginning and time itself had a beginning. And so if the universe came into existence at some point, something caused that universe, and that cause has to be outside of the cause itself, outside of the universe itself. It cannot be a part of the universe, else it would be a circular argument. Now if the cause of the universe is outside of the universe, what is the nature of that cause? You see, if time itself was created, then that means what caused the universe and time has to be outside of time. That is, it must be a timeless being. That means that particular being does not have a beginning because he is outside the realm of time. And not only outside the realm of time, but he is beyond space and matter, because space and matter itself was created, and he must be a powerful being in order to create such a vast universe, and also a personal being because he chose to create the universe, and also rational beings like you and me. So the universe was caused by someone who is timeless and who is also beyond space and matter. That is, he is spaceless and immaterial, and he is also a very powerful being to create this universe, and also a personal being because he has a choice. And that is exactly who we are calling God.